Hello, hello, good morning, everybody. Let me get this timer on. Oh, I didn't even have the tab open. There we go. Wait. I hit start. There we go. Hi, Lone Star. Hi, Cass. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hi, Muffy. Welcome on in, everybody. I heard Lone Star already knows this. I was talking to him in DMs. I did kind of wake up on the wrong side of the bed today, but we're going to make it better. It's just, I woke up, phone had an update, and Cricket Wireless, said, hey, either your device or your SIMS card is no longer supported by us. And I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Anyway, I can get it fixed right now, so I can't use my phone until further notice. I tried to call the phone number that they gave me on the lock screen. It did nothing, unfortunately. I called it. It was an automated system. Automated system said, hey, here's your phone bill that's due on the 13th. Anyway, bye. With no other options. And I was like, okay. I'm probably going to call one of the stores after stream, but they weren't open until now. So I was like, well, I have to stream. So I'm just gonna... They don't open until 10 o'clock, so... Sure. And I just got a phone that's... I can't use. Alas. It's another nice day out, at least. I think it's supposed to rain at some point today, but it ain't right now. Oh. Yesterday was a very nice stream. I didn't make any tea today because I was too distracted, and I'm feeling a little bit of regret because my brain definitely wants caffeine. But, we'll manage. We'll manage. Try not to rely on caffeine too much, but it's hard. It's difficult. I'm in pain all the time. But, oh goodness. Yesterday was fun. Today we're just gonna play a little bit of Tiny Glade. We have another stream with Lefty later at 6 p.m. EST. We're gonna play Killer Chat. EDT. I'm on EDT now. It takes a little bit to switch over. Although functionally for most people it doesn't make too much of a difference, but right now it does, because America's daylight savings is before oh god, is before many others like the UK. So we're actually only at a 4-hour difference right now between me and Lefty instead of a 5. Can't be there for Killer Chat. I'm at sea. I think that means D&D, but I did really like the art. Hold on, I'm just gonna show it to everybody. Haha. Haha. Anyway, where is it? Here. Art gallery. There we go. Just open that as a link. I'm in the way. Out at sea. With the most grimy dinghy I have perhaps ever. You gotta take better care of your dinghy. What are you doing? That's not a tidy boat. It's not ship shape. I do love the heart on you. I got it cheap. And apparently a tattoo for you had to, because you also got a tattoo. A tattoo that size, even that simple, would still probably cost you a couple $100. So oh dear. Yeah, I'm not gonna get lasered off. Thanks, Lottie. I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. She's not even romanceable yet. That's DLC. I didn't do nothing. Did nothing. Not a damn thing. I had a very long dream this morning that for some reason me and mine were moving into one of my childhood friends' homes, only it was like the dream version of their home and not like the real version. Because I spent a lot of time in this house when I was really little. And I do have like there's the real version of the house and then there's the dream version of the house, which genuinely doesn't change. Like my dream version of this house has its set layout. And it's very similar to the real house. The only major difference is there's an extra kitchen and I think the bathrooms aren't conjointed. Is in real life they designed this house so all of their kids had to share a bathroom, like not bedrooms. But like imagine a long hallway and you've got 3 pairs of bedrooms. So 6 bedrooms. And they like connect through doors and there's a bathroom in the middle of each of them. And that's what you've got. Like bedroom, closet space, walk-in closet, and then the bathroom. Like it's all connected. That's what you got. The dream version is not like that. All of the bedrooms are separate. I have an odd dream. Just odd. Also, Donnie was in it. Donnie, towards the end of his life, version of Donnie was in it, and that was okay. I did freak out at one point, in my dream because I lost track of him, and I was going around the house being like, Donnie! He's my frail old man at that point. Hey, I love your design and voice. Hello. Welcome on in. Thanks. We're just at the yap portion of my stream before we start playing any games. Also, I'm on a subathon right now. Or what's left of it. It was a miniature subathon. And it's been good. Lol. Yeah. Thank you. All my opinions are objectively correct. That's what I say all the time. No, I don't. Hello. I do not. Hi, Pix. I am, however, right so much of the time, which is a little bit funny. I try not to let it get to my head. But especially my streamer friends are constantly like, you're right, though. Whenever there's a conversation, I'm like, yeah. A little bit too used to it. I try not to let that get in my head, though, because, like, one of my least favorite, behaviors is somebody who, in their head, they're always right. I try to be, like, a voice of reason and come to, like, good, like, partake good wisdom and come to good, rational, like, reasoning and everything, but I'm trying not to be like, I think this, and because I'm thinking it, it is obviously the right thing. You know? I don't know. I've known too many people who can't be wrong. That's why whenever I give my opinion, I say, I don't know, though. Could be wrong, though. Yeah, I've done that a lot in my life. Or I'll be like, I think, if it's more like a factual thing, I'll be like, I think this is that. I may be wrong, though, so we could look it up. Is usually my... Oh, I'm always down to look something up. I have a tendency to get accurate answers by wildly incorrect thought processes. The ADHD experience. But that's just me. Helps a lot. Yeah. Or, just like, in my opinion, I think this. It just depends on what it's about. But I've had to deal with so many people who are incapable of admitting when they're wrong, and it's just like... So I try not to be that person. I actively work against being that person, I should say. Yeah. And it gets easier, too, to be fair, the more you do it, because you can be like, oh, my bad. And then just move on, and it doesn't have to be like a... A lot of people could really use some practice in being like, oh, my bad. Or, oh, my mistake. Yeah. Anyhow. I'm still partially in that dream a little bit, just because Donnie was in it. My ex was also in it, which is a whole other... That's a whole... And he passed 2 kidney stones. Somehow. I don't know why that detail was in the dream at all. It's very weird. It was weird enough that he was in it. Good for him? I know. Does that count as a revenge stream? Not really. Not really. Like, it's always weird having him in my dreams. I mean, he was a facet of my life for like 3-ish years. And that was a whole thing. But it's always weird because I'm like, man, he has absolutely nothing to do with my life. And he hasn't for a long time, and it's just so strange every time he shows up. Especially because usually it's almost in the awkward of like, It wasn't this time, but sometimes it's in the awkward of like him wanting to get back together with me and my dream self being like, no. Honestly, it's odd. Yeah. Kidney stones are pretty painful to pass, though, from what I hear. I wouldn't know. Um, so I guess it kind of counts as a revenge dream, but I don't really need revenge for anything particularly, so. Like, nothing so dramatic happened between us. He was just an ass. Hole. Just an asshole. But at the time that we broke up, it was actually not because of that, but because our lives were very clearly going in two separate directions. Or rather, he had no desire to make future plans with me, and also he clearly had no interest in interacting with any of the people that were important to me in my life. So I was like, well, this isn't going to work. Anyway, I have a cute little clown on my shelf, and he's so cute. I guess they're gonna be named Tangerine at this point because I haven't come up with a better name. I know. Everyone wants them to be named Tangerine. I just don't think it's a very inspired name. They have an orange suit, so their name's Tangerine. I don't want to. If Ambrose was here right now, he'd be like, "How that?" It's not a very inspired name. No, they have an orange suit because their name is Tangerine. He got his huff down pat. Yeah, too. Consider they're colorblind and it was just a coincidence. I wonder which colorblind you have to be like. I know there has to be one. I just don't know what's one it is specifically to be orange colorblind. Here, I'm going to show everybody the clown that I got in question. He is a porcelain doll. I found it at a thrift store, where they are, from 1982. They still have that little tag, behind them. That's the tag of authenticity, apparently. I didn't even notice the tag when I picked them up originally. I was just like, clown! I've never been able to thrift a clown before. I was very excited. They're my first clown. They're so cute. Their face is much cleaner now than they were in this picture. Adrian! I don't know. I don't know about that one. They're fully opposable too, which is super fun. Of them, they even bended the knees. I don't have them bended at the knees here in this photo, but they do in fact even bended the knees. So I've got them like sitting on my. Hold on. Oh, fuck! I was gonna take a picture with my phone. Guess what? I can't do. God damn it! That's just a regular guy name. That's what I'm saying. Adrian when the makeup comes off. Maybe maybe if it's just not just tangerine. Maybe if it's like tangerine with an adjective, kind of like how sweet pickles is sweet pickles, not just pickles. You know? I've been told my naming sense is lacking. But you managed to get Pixie-Ixie. Which is really good. Maybe because it's a pun. Maybe because it's like a triple, it's like a three-way pun. That's what it is. You just gotta come up with more names that are puns, Pix. What about your naming sense? I don't think Pix has that either. I do, but I don't think Pix does. Pixie is solid gold. You got it. You got it in one try. Meanwhile, I have my wife for that. Oh, I see. I see. Meanwhile, I've gone through 2 URLs. Well, not two. I've got yeah, two. Because the pre. Huh? What do you mean, huh? What are you? What's there to huh about that? I am also thinking about either figuring out how to wash this boy's hair or replace it. Um, it's only glued on, so in theory, I could get them new hair if I wanted to. We will see. I actually forgot to do that when we were at the craft store to look at doll hair. But I was on a time limit, so. And I did get several other things that I needed to get, like embroidery floss and needles, so I can start doing repairs on some of my shirts like I want to. You can kind of do repairs with like regular thread, but for visible like repairs like that, embroidery floss is better. I want to put like little stars and hearts on my clothes and stuff like that. So, yeah. Might get them new hair. I'm not so sure about the yellow anyway. It's not bad. But with the orange, I'm like, I don't know. And they got little pink makeup, which is really cute. Like their nose is pink, and you can't tell it so well in this photo because the way the coloring is, but the little clown mark on like over their eyebrow, those are pink too. The hair is the pulp. Pulp doesn't look like that, Lone Star. What kind of pulp you have? Ay, yay. I also, this little mark that's on their little heart, cheek heart. Use your imagination, darn it. No! I refuse. Also won't come off. I took a magic eraser to it, and it got a little bit of it, but isn't getting rid of the rest of it, so I may also have to repaint the little cheek hearts. Just, like, refresh them to cover that up. The rest of it's fine, so. I suspect that this was sitting either on somebody's shelf or in somebody's closet, this little guy, they probably were just sitting around for quite a long time. Yeah. And they have a friend, which is my little kitty stuffed animal that I found. I added pom-poms too. They need a little hat, but I'll have to. I could probably sew one, but I'd have to get some material, and I don't just have like scrap cloth lying around so much. It wouldn't be that hard to hand stitch a little hat though. We'll see. We'll see. But in theory, I could even make it crooked and just go over one ear. Or if it's really small, we'll see. Again, I would take pictures, but my phone isn't working. For those who are coming in just now, because I talked about it right at the beginning of the stream, my phone isn't working. It had an update. It's an Android. It had an update, and there's some kind of software conflict with the Sims card, because now Cricket is telling me that it's not valid. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay. Anyway. I tried to see if I could fix it on our couch. There's no option for that. I tried to see call the number that's listed on the lock screen. That didn't work. That did nothing. Like, quite literally nothing. I just got an automated robot that told me our account balance and literally nothing else. Anyhow. I'm surprised I'm only at 63 hours in Tiny Glade. At any rate, I came forward, but we're gonna start playing. We're gonna start playing Tiny Glade now. I wonder if I guess we could just call him Sweet Tangerine. Are you Sweet Tangerine? Hmm. He adds sweet in front of so many things. Yeah, that seems low. I feel like I've watched you play for at least 63 hours. It feels like it's too low, but I guess, I mean, most of the time I only play this on stream. If I'm having a really bad day, I'll play it off stream. But a lot of the time... I love my little town. It's so cool. Let's ride the roller coaster immediately. Me. Gotta go on foot, gotta change that. I do feel like I should change this building a little bit. So we might mess around with this. Because again, I made this building right in the beginning before I sort of... Well, if my throat wasn't hoarse, I would sing that. But I am... It is definitely a little bit scratchy. So we're not going to try. But I made this house, this building before I sort of had an established architectural style, so it's a little bit different than the others. Even though my brain wants to sing Belle's first a couple lines for bonjour. Man, it's really blossomed. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and we still got the whole other section over here to do that I want to do. Like this section below us. I want this to be also more town and it to like the road to connect up over. Well, you can't really see it now, but over beyond that way, like this. Yeah. It's been so much fun. Whee! I still love it so much that the dev just went, you know what my game needs? Just for fun, for everybody, roller coaster. And we all rejoiced. That's somebody with a sense of whimsy, you know? And that's why this game is so good. Whimsy. Don't have to change too much about this building. I kind of like to make it so this is bigger, though. I want to move it. Well, I can get rid of it for now. What's this? Spider? Gonna get rid of that for now too. Make a new one. Gotta change where this window is. Ah! Okay. There we go. Oh, real ones are scary, so it's nice to have these virtual ones so I can enjoy them. I didn't see that comment. I immediately... You ever just, like... immediately zone in on a project and then... That's understandable. I actually really personally love roller coasters, at least as an adult. But I don't know if I want that curved like that or if I want this straight on. Because if I want it... I'm gonna do a little bit more like that. A little bit less curved, but the curve's kind of whimsical, you know? Yeah, we'll keep with that. Okay. Fun fact, I've only been on one roller coaster ever. It was Space Mountain at Disney World. That's a really short and small roller coaster, too. That's not a lot. That's a very tiny roller coaster. It's like baby's first roller coaster. Meaning is like, in comparison to other roller coasters. Because, like, I've been on the Diamondback at Kings Island. That's the big boy roller coaster. But I was a little scaredy little kid. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when I was a kid, I was also terrified of roller coasters. Absolutely terrified. I feel very different about them as an adult. I remember when the Goliath used to be the biggest coaster in town. Never went on another one, but I also never went to many other places that had one. Also, if you're of a like certain weight, there's only so many roller coasters you can go on because they'll like you would pretty much have to start going on the really large ones at some point. The kid, it made me not like roller coasters anymore. I barely liked them to begin with, but that was it for me. child me and adult me are very different beasts, so the things my child me would not have done or enjoyed are very different from. The only thing I still don't particularly like are Ferris wheels that have open chairs. I could do a closed chair Ferris wheel. But I hate the open ones. By that I mean open chair Ferris wheel, open seat. These ones. I hate these ones. I hate these ones. I hate them so much. They even have warnings on the back of the seats, on all of them, to not rock too much. Because it is a safety hazard and you will fall. This one? Yeah. That's just a stock photo, though. I don't know if that's a real... Like, that one doesn't have a bar, and it should have a bar, at the very least. But it's literally just a bar. I can't do these. I can't do them. And other Ferris wheels with Ferris wheel closed chair. No, that's not. You know what I mean. Like, one of these. I can do one of these. Because you're safe. You're not in danger of falling out of one of these. These ones are usually on the really, really big ones. Like the massive ones. And I would be totally okay with that because I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling. But I can't do these, no. This one's slightly better. Like, this design's a little bit better. Because, like, with the way you'd be seated, because it's round, you would be balancing it out just by having two people on either sides of the seat, right? So, like, you're on either sides, so, like, you're being counterweights to each other, basically. This one, you just... Anyway. I don't like that. Especially bad if you're sitting on one with somebody who purposely rocks it. Because they can. And they go, wee hee 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 hee. Don't rock the boat. But like roller coasters? I love a good roller coaster. It helps that roller coasters are quite safe. Ow! Just put it. Oh, this is what happens. Well, I guess we're gonna leave those there. Okay, so we've got this set up like that. There's definitely a better way for me. Nothing quite as funny as going back over old work. Hi, Tickets! Wow, Well, 20 stream streak. Very nice. Welcome in, hon. Good to have you. We're playing Tiny Glade, and we were talking about roller coasters and stuff a little bit. And how I actually really like roller coasters, but the open chair style Ferris wheel I can't do. Hmm. Went the wrong direction. That's okay. Burp, 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 burp. There's one long, thin back of the house. It's very interesting. Like that. We'd kind of like this portion right here to look more like a ticket booth. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to change this a bit. But we'll get to that. For now. Kind of like... That's there. Or here now. Whoa. That's doing funky stuff. Okay. I need a little bit of help. I might be able to... really only wants to attach itself to walls. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna take some work. We could make it a ladder instead. Have to... okay, anyway. One thing at a time. Let me see. Whew. It's like it's too steep. It's too... Trust me, game. Let me work my magic. Is that up to code? Not yet, it's not. Not even by wizard standards. We'll get there. I really like the wall, but I wish it was... Wish it was further out, but I don't think there's a good way for me to... Well... Got Nat starting soon. Ooh. Back to the staircase. Goodness gracious. Oh, fiddly. There's something just so peaceful about the soundtrack. Oh yes. Oh yes. I really adore this game. The reason it's like one of my go-to cozy games, you know? My cozy games are Dota and Silksong because my brain was put together wrong wrong at the factory. You know, I can accept Silksong. The fact that Dota, though, that is pretty fucked up of you. I'm sorry. It's pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. But a MOBA is a cozy game. Don't know if you know. First step is admitting you have a problem. Oh god, yeah. We're getting somewhere. I'm going to do a little bit of a roundabout here, but we're getting somewhere. A little bit. I like playing dumb characters with silly builds and still winning half the time. I could never. I've never. And the one time I did give it like a genuine try was unfortunately with my ex, and he didn't really make it a good experience. That was a whole thing. I'm just gonna put that there for now. Just need Hoover. Norton. That don't have a learning curve. Games like that don't have a learning curve. They have a learning cliff. I don't necessarily always mind learning curves. Like, I really like playing Apex, and that's got one of the biggest learning curves for a PvP shooter out there, but, I don't know. It's different. Come on. Need you to move over. Please. There we go. I love reading the lore of MOBAs since it's such a modge podge. Lots of inspo. Yeah. Yeah. Love you using the term Mod Podge for that. I see you. I see you. Not hodgepodge, Mod Podge, which means I have just realized Mod Podge and hodgepodge are two different things. Yes, but you could say Mod Podge if you are, I don't know, a cosplayer or anybody who's used Mod Podge. Or somebody who's been around people who use Mod Podge. I think some of the Dota lore is legit cool. Oh god, they're finding out! That's why I said it was interesting! Gonna blow my nose, hold on. I think some of the Dota lore is legit cool. Last year they did an almost half-a-year event where every game gave you tokens you could spend towards advancing along the story track, following two of the characters trying to overthrow an evil empress. It's actually, I know why they do it, but it's actually my least favorite for story to be locked behind me playing the game. Apex did this for a chunk of time as well, and I almost never finished any of those. And I just went and read like a fan wiki about it because I was just like, I don't play enough for starters. Like, I ain't out here playing any of these games multiple times a week. Ain't doing it. Not me. Alright, we almost have this staircase in order. Dark worth of dialogue, a couple hundred unique character portraits, and they put in like half a dozen legit mini games like Fighting Game, Flappy Bird Clone, Galaga Level, Fire Bomberman, cultivating the final boss fight, which was a Vampire Survivors clone. They were nice enough to keep the mini games even after it ended. It sounds like an overall pretty cool event. Ah! Stop it. This one. Oh, it gets a little bit fun. Come on. Might be the best I can do. Oh boy, Lottie of the first person shooters. How does one get better at playing the pew-pews? Asking for a friend. Practice. Lots and lots of practice. Sorry. Same way you get better at anything. I didn't put hundreds upon hundreds of hours into Halo for nothing, you know? What's the super secret shortcut in life that doesn't require practice? Uh-huh. If you want to play a multiplayer game, you could probably train some core skills with a similar single-player one. Yeah, it depends on which one it is. If we're still talking about Apex, the only similar game is Titanfall, and that's only with specific guns. So you're kind of out of luck in that regard. Overwatch isn't really too bad. You can get a lot accomplished with just practicing in Overwatch if that's a... Can I just get rid of... Yes. Wonderful. Honestly, with Overwatch, you don't even have to be good at the shooter half of it. You just have to be good at the team half of it, and you'll do fine. Like, genuinely. Which mostly, to be good at the team half of it, you just need good spatial awareness. You need to be aware of where your team's at all times, so you can act accordingly, and you'll be alright. This is such a long staircase. Oh, and I gotta get rid of those bits, and one thing at a time. I already like the building more, though, so wonderful. These are some really high up windows. I'm gonna move these down a little bit. And add another pair of windows right here. A terrible place for that. Ah, nuts. Ah, nuts to which part? I'll play... Listen, when it comes to Apex Legends, if somebody that I know decides they want to play Apex Legends, I'll play Apex Legends with them. So that's on the table. I want to get rid of... what's that? Oh, God. Oh, I see. Oh, well. Promise? Yeah. My spatial awareness, I can't find my way out of a shoebox. Genuinely, though, that's how, like, people who are really good at shooters and things, that's why they're good at shooters. It's just spatial awareness. I have really good spatial awareness. I'm not a sweaty player by any means, but, like, that's... When I'm, like, at the top of my game, it's just because I'm aware of everything that's going on around me, so... Hey! Hey! I didn't want to get rid of the wall! I just want to get rid of... Hold on. This. Please. Pizza! And that section, and then this section. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Kind of want to just wedge something in there. Now. I think it's already as small as it can be, so we may not be able to work with this. Brain's like, unless... I don't know how to get better at spatial awareness, though. It does seem like it's one of those things that some people have and some people don't, unfortunately. That makes it a little bit tricky. There might be a way of getting better at it, I just don't know what it would be. Probably practice. Yeah, it might be. Many things are just practice. You know? Many, many, many things. Wish this was a little bit more... Ugh. I don't want it to be at an angle quite as much, but I don't think I can... Mind. We fixed it. Oof. There we go. Progress. Oh yeah, I can't do that. Okay. Oop. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah. All right. Alrighty. We need a door. Rude. Be as short as it can be. Move you down. There we go. Yeah, I would say that generally not a lot of people that I know want to play Apex very much. Me and Desk have been playing... Me and Desk and Pokepatch have been playing a little bit. But not a lot, especially since Desk has a lot of grief to work through still and everything. He's been busy doing his own stuff. I also quite often only have so much time to spend on video games when I'm not streaming. Especially now that I stream 20 days, 20 hours a week. My dad passed in 2022 and I only started feeling back to normal last year. I mean, yeah, there's also just like... Grief is an interesting beast is all. I'm just glad the desk is taking time for himself, for the most part, to process it. Because that's what you really need to do more than anything. My aunt, for the most part, has not been doing that, and that's not going very well. It's important to feel your feelings, yeah. Yeah. Grief is one of those ones that you can't really bottle up effectively. It's like really bad for you to do that. Certainly seen a lot of people try. Don't recommend it. I don't know what I want to do here, but I might have to. Not recognizing that, so I might have to just... There we go. Now. Okay. I didn't actually manage to eat very much before stream, so I'm gonna eat the rest of my chicken salad. There's not a lot left. Not a lot left. But yeah, it's without getting too much into it, it's kind of put my aunt in this place where she's basically stuck sometimes. Like, if it's a bad day, then like she's going to be reticent to change, which also pushes young people like myself and my sister and such away a little bit, because change needs to happen. There's just stuff. But yeah. I haven't hung out with Desk in a little bit. I should try and do that sometime. There hasn't been like a good time where I've been available at the subathon. Wow. Time flies when I'm playing Tiny Glade. And also when I've gotten used to doing 4-hour streams. I actually have to wrap up in a half hour. That's wild. My brain was like, we're gonna be playing for a while yet. Nope. That's not even true. It's a collab day, so I'll be streaming again. Well, I won't be streaming, but I'll be on Lefty's channel again later. Oh, dang, I'm gonna get to see the whole stream. That's such a funny way to put that. Like, oh man, oh geez. Actually, you probably meant it like, oh, I'm actually gonna be here for the whole stream. Yeah. On a collab day, I'm not gonna be streaming for the 4-hour bracket because there'll be a stream later in the day. We're gonna be doing a mixture of both going forward. This will also be happening on Thursday, because T and I are starting Spiritfarer, which I'm looking forward to. Although we haven't... It should have remote play together for the co-op. We haven't tested it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna get the opportunity to have T... Maybe Wednesday evening? He's not streaming right now, so... Honestly, I think their motivation to stream kind of took a dive over the holidays, so... Not because of the holidays, just, I wonder... It probably won't intersect properly, but let me just... Maybe it will... Oh, but if I go over, it's gonna get all funky. Yeah. That's okay, then. Ah. Didn't I have you just set up just a little bit ago where you were not doing that? Oh, it's you. Thank you. Oof. Making progress. Already much happier with the overall build of this place. I changed this into a more ticket booth looking place. Gotta add windows and things over here. Yep. Funky little corner window. Hee. it's farther back than it needs to be. Hold on. There we go. A little bit more forward. That's better. Alright. Could do it like that, or I could put a whole square in there and do it that way. That might be nice. A little bit of an overhang. Sorry, I had food in my mouth. Hello, hello! Welcome in, Miss Pog. Unless you would prefer to be called something else. We are going to put this up here for a sec so I can reach it. Miss Pog or just Pog is good. Alright. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Grab this window. Gotta make this wider. Okay. Go back over there. This might actually be better with separated windows. One, two. I want to do corner windows too, actually. Boop. And gonna make this long enough. Boop. Okay. Oh, you are another cloud! That's wonderful. We love having more clouds. I feel like I should know you. Where it's like, I haven't seen you around. Your model's really cute, though. I will give you a follow. I love finding other clowns. Cute. Very cute. Here we go. I usually do that for the other side. This might be actually be... make that smaller. Come on. Go! Oh my god, TY so much. I love your look too. Thank you. Yeah, Lottie is very... Lone Star is up my hype, man. Yeah, welcome on in. Okay. Now, I'm gonna turn this around, but move this, flip.
Send in the clown.
Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if the subathon timer went up. I will look back at the VOD and double check. Get notepad open really quick. Sub. It went up? Oh, that's good. It works some of the time, which is a lot better than, like, was under 4 hours before. Okay, good. Wonderful. It's a lot better than some of the other subathon timers I've been using. Max, the top of Lottie's head. You can fit so much whimsy in this baby. Eehee. Ah. I would say I hope everybody enjoys my re-debut design as much as they enjoy my current design, but I'm not actually worried about that. You're going to like it. It's going to be fine. Oh, I'll make sure of it. I know you will, Pix. I know you will, Pix. For context, Pix is the one that's working on my new model. The design was made by myself and my cousin. This would be Lumo in this case. But Pix is working on the model. We need to make this a little bit smaller. Oh, can I even do that? Can you be smaller? You can be a little bit smaller, but not enough. Okay. We'll move you back in. Oh, what's that? Just need. There we go. I'm sure I like it, but also be a little frustrated learning at the learning period where I have to draw you a dozen or so times before I get good fast of it. I'm ready to go days without drawing a Lottie up to my usual standards. Knowing your cell won't start to be a cakewalk for you. Oh yeah. You'll be fine. Also, the pun of calling it a cakewalk is so funny to me. Whether intended or not. So funny. The new model has cake? The new model has a cake pop skirt. I will say that. Let's see if we can move this out just a little bit more. One of those poofy round skirts. Yeah, we'll go with that. I guess the new model do have cake. Yeah. To conceal the presence or absence of cake. No. No. I mean, yes, but also no. I'm being literal. It's fine. 10, maybe 15 minutes. I've been sneezing non-stop. I'm so sorry, Art Circus. You got allergies? The seasonal allergies coming for you? I take allergy meds daily because I do have some seasonal allergies, but also I'm allergic to dust, as it turns out. So, yeah, it's been interesting. It's been interesting. Eating the rest of my food. Hold on. Chimkin. Gosh, hope I have enough time to make jambalaya today. I should. Yeah, the other stream's not for. That's the upside to starting so early in the day. Another stream's not for another 6 hours. I'll be alright. Alright. I got that in there. Oop, not that. You! Making pizza today, just waiting for the dough to rise. Very nice. I like to make one like big batch of food for the week that I can then proceed to reheat from there on the off chance. Because I've got a chronic pain condition, on the off chance that like I have a bad day and I can't cook. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. I don't want to do another one up here. Yep. I got me official Lone Star's meatballs packed for lunch. What? Huh? Did I miss some kind of conversation? I'm sure you do literally mean meatballs, obviously. Like, you know, we're not, but Lone Star has a meatball recipe? Shaky thumbs up while clutching a very damp bitch. Oh dear. Now I'm confused as to whether or not they are real meatballs or if they are... If we're making another clowns eat humans joke. Which I am a perpetrator of. Jelly cocktail meatballs. Genuine. Okay. Ooh. It's showing a little bit on both sides. We could... How much do I have to budge this forward to do that, though? That's okay. Nothing appears to be too out of place. Wonderful. Progress! Oh, we are going to be wrapping up soon, so let me see. What else can we do real quick? I forgot that this building looked like this. Anyway. Meatballs cooked in a crock pot with chili sauce and grape jelly. Oh, you mean sugar. Gonna call them those stars sweet balls, but I figured that'd raise some eyebrows. It slaps. It's good. Very proud of my choice of one food I know how to make. It just sounds like meatballs with sugar, but fair enough. I can't eat meatballs anyway. Or at least, they'd have to be made with, gluten-free stuff, which, finding substitutes, gluten-free crumbs to make up the structure, well, there's a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Okay, maybe there's some way I can... What if we just... Oh dear. That's not gonna work. I might have to leave the front of this alone. I'd have to change the whole gosh dang thing. Do that, you know? Really... Maybe I'd extend it a little bit over here. Apparently you could also make them with more sour jellies like cranberry sauce and use cocktail wheeze instead of meatballs. Make this door a little bit smaller as well. To figure out how I want to edit that. I'm just gonna get rid of that part. That makes it awfully tall. Ad break starting soon. Huh. Okay, let me see if we can just... Oh. Please, I want you to be double wide. Oh dear. It's not big enough, is it? No. No, it's not. I love that I can put... I don't... This is funny. It's because this is here, but so funny. Do do do. Make it go that way, but one day at a time. One thing at a time. Doop. Hey, talking about meatballs made me hungry. The one time Lottie holds off, Pix comes here and picks up the slack. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I don't even have to do anything, you know? Sometimes, you'll manage it just fine. Please. There we go. And then... that. I too am a chronic food yapper. You can't combine them, huh? That's okay. Then we're gonna move. Just gonna get rid of this one. Seems unfortunate that that's sticking out there, but there's not a lot I can do about that. Welcome back in the ads. We are going to wrap up shortly. Hi, Litten. Yeah, you don't like being stuck? Well, you should have thought about that. You know my patterns by this point. One of my cats is just staring at me because she doesn't want to be in my bedroom anymore. Hey, cats are funny. I like how this is floating here. That's a little bit funny. I better make that look a little bit nicer. Oh. There's not a lot of space. I kind of wanted, like, stairs up. I might have to just make this smaller, too. Like a little ticket booth, and then, like, you just go up and you get in. Well, that's alright. We're gonna ride this one more time. Boop. We'll get it figured out another time. Plus, we're not done with the building yet, either. Made some good progress, though. Gotta put flags on it. We've got flags. Yeah. Leaves! Tree in the face! I had to move that tree. Very much keep your arms and hands and legs inside at all times, kind of. Alrighty then. Up. We are going to wrap up for the day. Oh, there's my mouse. The mouse has disappeared. Did the battery die? Perhaps. Give me 1 second. I gotta pry this out here. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, thanks for being here. Like I said, you'll be able to catch me again later today at 6 p.m. EST over on... Can't even do the shout out right now. Give me 1 sec. Over on Lefty the Clown's channel as we continue playing Killer Chat, which is a very different vibe from here, mind you. Where's my mouse gone? Tiny Glade, why did you eat my... Well, it's fine. Thank you for the shout-out pics. There we go. Okay. It was Tiny Glade's fault, which probably means my other battery's still good. Oh, that's alright, though. And then tomorrow, starting at our usual time, which is 10 a.m., we will be doing our Just Chatting Cat Cam stream. So I am going to be setting up... The weather's been nice enough. If it's not raining tomorrow, the cats will probably be by the window. So I'll probably set up the cat cam to look at Bubba in his little bed window. And we'll have just a little just chatting stream with the cats in the background. This was a subathon goal that we reached. Yay, cat cam. Yeah. Which, if I'm not mistaken, we are 3 away from the next subathon goal. For the my little bitty birthday subathon. Let me go look. Nope. My mistake. I was thinking it was 40. It's not. It's 45. The reason Jackbox with Chat got put at 45, again, is because I don't own any Jackbox packs. And I figured if we hit this, then I can buy one. We did tabletop yesterday. That was really good. But yeah. Alright, everybody. I'm so used to using my phone and I can't right now. Let me move this over. Yeah. Cat cam tomorrow. Thursday, we'll be playing Hollow Knight in the morning, unless I don't feel well, because we only have hard stuff left. In which case we'll play something else. And we'll be streaming Spiritfarer with E the Clown in the evening that day as well. Let's see. What do I have to raid? It's really tempting to go. Hold on. Theme categories. Anybody else playing Tiny Glade? We have 2 other people playing Tiny Glade. One of them is tagged as a Slow Comfort stream. They're playing. It looks like they're playing Tiny Glade potentially for the first time. They're a VTuber. We'll go right into them. That sounds good. All right, everybody. Like I said, thanks for being here. Take care of yourselves and remember to stay silly out there. All right, and I'll catch you next time. Bye now.